reason we're here is to get people to know what it is that we're saying.
Yeah.
The kits are a really useful way of us keeping the wolf from the door. If people bought kits from us, that's brilliant. But we don't even require that. So one of the interesting things about the project, if you click through the URL, it provides links to all of our suppliers and all of the pricing for all of the parts that we source. So if you want to source them yourself, you go direct to our wholesale suppliers, but you kind of have to buy a large number for that to be worthwhile. So we can afford to be truly open with everybody about how we're doing it. But that's really important for charities, for example, and classrooms. When they actually want to buy 100, maybe retail is too much for them. Right? And at that point, if their time is cheap, they can source it direct following the information that we provide.
So, do you see your target audience to be schools or individuals, like parents, for example, helping the children to get involved, or do you?
We had a list when we were thinking about material for this. Basically, educators and learners, pushy parents. And inventors,
of course.
You know, which is where you might end up at the end. It's like you just want to build your circuit just so. You have to be able to control everything about it. You want to be working at this level. You don't want to be bringing in something that's got a built-in power regulator and you know, an LED that's permanently on. This is a flight instrument for hobby glider pilots. So this is attached to an I2C sensor that can tell the pressure. So it can tell the difference between this height and this height as it goes up. What you can't hear because of the sound in here is all the beeping that it's doing to tell the glider pilot, are they going up, are they going down? But it's also just a proof of getting a screen to work and getting a sensor attached.
I suppose when you combine this with other technologies like 3D printing, you can go from here to actually something real, and maybe even a product in the future.
And that's partly why we're thinking of it in these terms of learner, and then dabbler, and then inventor. Is we're really interested in how people can transition from really knowing nothing to getting comfort with the materials to then expressing themselves.
Sure.
You know, and to start with, we're encouraging people to follow prepared projects because it will give them a confidence and a pathway to get started. But the choices that we've made in designing the projects are all about you should break off of the parts as soon as you possibly can. You know? So we're not giving you a PCB because we don't want it to be just our circuit that you make with this material. We want you to go, oh, it's really annoying that it paints backwards and forwards. I'm going to add a tilt switch. Well, there's some free pins here. I've added a tilt switch. And then I've got all the source code, so I'm going to screw around with it, and then we're going to have it sense the difference between backwards and forwards. Simple things like that.